Yo, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to fix Joy-Con drift on the brand new Switch 2 because they didn't want to adopt Hall effect triggers similar to these Legion Go controllers that have Hall effect joysticks, which basically means that you have magnets inside, so there's no wear and tear going on, so they don't end up drifting. Nintendo skimped out on that, but then again, this device costs more. I'm going to show you guys how to handle it every time, okay? And the solution is actually very cheap. We're talking sub $10, realistically $7 to $6. I want to drop a link down below to show you guys how to fix Joy-Con drift with what we're going to be using today. Quick, I would like if y'all showed appreciation to my Donkey Kong Lego creation. I'm sorry for what's going on over here. Maybe you should mind your business about that, but let's get right into it. First thing you guys want to do is you guys want to go to settings, and you guys want to go to controllers and accessories. Just scroll down until you see it. Move there and keep scrolling down until you guys see calibrate control sticks. You tilt whichever joystick you want to track. Mine's currently don't have any Joy-Con drift. Things working perfectly fine, but that's because I just fixed it and I did have the issue. So this is how you guys gonna want to do it. But first we need to make sure that our joysticks are normal or not. So this may be causing you to move to the left or right in games. And shout out to Nintendo for not just even upping the price, maybe $10 or whatever the case may be, or just dealing with it to give us Hall effect sticks to not have this issue. Shout out to capitalism. Yeah, even though I've gotten rid of my drift, I'm gonna show you guys what I did to get rid of it. So now that we got that out of the way, we want to make sure we power off our Nintendo Switch. This is so the Joy-Cons doesn't connect. And that's how you power off your Nintendo Switch. And this is what you want to do now. Also, this does work for Pro controllers as well, and even the Switch 1 and all controllers actually. So there you go. So the product you guys want to use is this. I know you guys heard of WD-40 before, but you don't want to use that. That has conductivity, so it can mess up your Joy-Con, and it's very likely to, but sometimes you can get away with it. I strongly just not recommend that, because these are like $95 a pop and you don't want to be messing that up. Pro controllers are like $85, $90 plus tax. Come on, guys, we're paying easily over $100 for some controllers that used to be $50 like 8 years ago or something like that, less. So now that your Switch is powered off, you guys want to remove the Joy-Con, and you guys want to look under the thumbstick. You guys want to look under the thumbstick for this flap over here. This is under here is where all the dirt comes from, and that messes with your in-game character. So this is exactly where to look. I hope you guys can see that. We'll have this stuff linked in the description so you guys can get it easily, and maybe I'll have an affiliate link so you guys can support the channel and maybe thank me in the comments, maybe with a super thanks. As you guys can see, this is made for electronics, so it doesn't have any conductivity when it's inside of electronics. So yes, it will keep your Joy-Cons 100% safe. I've been doing this for years. Saves me a whole bunch of money getting new Joy-Cons or sending them in for repair and all that. Environmental reasons and all the benefits of just getting this instead. So yeah, you guys actually want to grab a knife. I know it might look graphic. Don't judge the way the knife looks, please. You guys want to grab a knife to be able to lift that little foreskin up, as you guys can see. You guys want to lift that up, and we're gonna have to spray some of this right under it. And I do recommend 2 people because this is tricky to do on your own. Sadly, it is. 4 a.m. So I ain't getting no help. Everyone's asleep. Okay, so the technique is you guys want to push the joystick down and you'll be able to see the flap that I was showing you guys earlier. You guys want to put your knife or maybe a safer item. This is the best thing I got. This is what I'm used to. You guys want to put it under the flap, just like that. And you guys want to grab some of the contact cleaner. Make sure you pull the little stick out because we need precision to go under it. Maybe some might spill, but it's no big deal. This stuff dries up very quickly. All right, so once again, you guys want to grab maybe tweezers or a knife, whatever is best for you. This is unfortunately what's best for me, as I don't have access to tweezers at the minute. And just the weight of the knife by itself can hold that little flap down. As you guys can see under the joystick. Boom, that's under the flap. And you guys want to put this inside of here and you guys just want to spray it. So I just sprayed a little bit in there. You don't have to load it up, but it's fine if you do. And as you guys can see, it's all shiny and wet over there. Yep. And now what you guys want to do is make sure you spin it around for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all of that. And still continue to spin it for 30 seconds to make sure it all gets in there and dissolves. And after that, you guys want to make sure you get the flaps back inside. This could be a little bit tricky. I found it's best to rub it in a circle and most of it will be on. Actually, all of it is back inside, as you guys can see. So rubbing it in circles should make it go right back in there. But if you guys need any extra, if you guys weren't as lucky as me, just try and rub some of it in circle and most of it will go inside, and put the last piece of the rubber inside with this or whatever else. I don't want to recommend a knife for safety reasons, but that's just what I'm using because that's what I got to do with my circumstances. Sure, you clean the knife if you use it for anything else, of course. Obviously, this can is huge and can do this so many times that this will last you your entire Nintendo Switch 2, maybe even 3 journey. It will last the entire amount, even if you was doing this every 5 months, because obviously this can holds a lot of liquid and we used a tiny amount. We're ready to turn on the Switch 2 again, and you won't have drift anymore, I promise. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. Stay tuned. And the super thanks, if you can, would really appreciate it. I will even shout you out, pin your comment, or shout you out in the next video if that's what you want. Real quick, just to show you guys I didn't mess up the Joy-Con, even though I put more in. Everything's working perfectly fine. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Show some love in the comment section if this video helped. Remember, I have a link in the description to the WD-40 electrical contact cleaner. Send this to anyone else you know with a Switch 2 or a Switch 1 that's constantly getting Joy-Con drift.